Hello students, good afternoon to you all. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Hope you're enjoying your stay at home. Please, without wasting your time, I would like us to rush down to our science notebook. Let us look into a topic under our science chemistry for those in JS2. The class is for those in JS2. And the topic for today is filtration. Filtration, that's the topic for today. We're going to be looking at what filtration is all about. So that filtration is the separation of liquid from insoluble solid. The last time, that was second term, when we were studying solubility, we talked about solubles and insoluble. Soluble solutions or soluble solids are the solids that can melt in liquid, while insoluble solids are the ones that cannot melt or dissolve in liquid. So let's look at what this page is saying. Filtration is the separation of liquid from insoluble solid. That's to say, when you bring sand, which is an insoluble solid, because sand cannot melt, cannot dissolve in any liquid, in liquid. So when you bring sand and water together and mix it up, you will see that you can still be able to separate them. Alright. Now, filtering also separates a solution from a solid that is mixed with it but not dissolved. It can also separate a solution from a solid that is mixed with it but not dissolved. Alright, let's look at how filtration works. Let's see how we can be able to filter things. You can separate sand from water by pouring the mixture into filter paper. By pouring the mixture into filter paper. Remember, up there, I used sand as an example of an insoluble solid. So, and here now we're saying that you can separate sand from water by pouring the mixture into filter paper. Most of you must have seen a filter paper, or you might know what a filter paper is all about. So, now, water passes through the filter paper while sand does not. So when the water passes through the filter paper, the sand remains inside this filter paper. When you leave it there for a period of time, you will see that the water, or the sand rather, will get back to its normal way. Like it can dry up again. It can dry up again. So that is to say that what? You've gotten exactly what you had before. Now let's see how filtration is useful. That is uses of filtration. We say filtration has many uses. Number one, it separates coffee solution from ground up coffee beans. It separates coffee solution from ground up coffee beans. The second one, it separates. The second one is it separates dirt from oil in cars through oil filters to avoid damaging the car engine. You know, most of us have cars, and the car engines have what? Oil that helps them to do what? Work well. Yes, and those oil, the oil in the car has dirty particles sometimes. So when it's not being filtered, the dirt can damage the car engine. Okay, let's look at the third one. It separates dirt from our water through water filter. It separates dirt from our water through water filter. That's the third one. Now let's look at separating a solution from an insoluble solid. separating a solution from an insoluble solid. Okay, so that if you have a mixture of sand and salt, now sand is an insoluble solid, while salt is a solution. Why? Because salt can melt in water, while sand cannot melt in water, and that is the reason why we say that sand is an insoluble solid. You can separate the sand like this. The first step, add water to the mixture. When you bring the sand and the salt, you put water, you add water to them and mix it up. The second one, you stir. Stirring means turning the mixture up with the water or the liquid that you're mixing them with. When you stir, the salt dissolves. Remember, it dissolves because it's what? A solution. While the sand will not dissolve because it's an insoluble solid. Pour the mixture into a filter paper funnel. Salt solution passes through the paper while the sand, which is the insoluble solid, will be what? On the filter paper. Alright students, if there is any question that you have or you're finding any of the explanations difficult to understand, please try as much as possible to send a message across to my personal WhatsApp line and I will attend to all your questions. Alright, make sure you attend to your homework, copy your notes and bring them back to school on Friday for marking and corrections. Your homework, you locate it at Activate Science textbook, page 78 and 79. Question A, B, and C. Attend to the 3 of them, then you submit them on Friday for marking and corrections. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for checking into our YouTube channel, and thank you for always coming around for our sections. I love you all so much, and make sure you enjoy your stay at home. Thank you.